I'm Bill Saegesser. I'm a 1973 graduate, engineering technology.
I'm his wife. While we were at Southern, I worked at the newspaper office there. It kind of supported him while he went to school.
We were married at the time, and there was this joke. We had a lot of friends who were also married, and we said our wives were getting PhDs, putting husband through. We both graduated from high school in 1965. I joined the Navy, went to Great Lakes. When I got out of boot camp, I came home for my leave, and that's when we got married. We were both 19. I tell everybody we still loved each other when we grew up. That worked out real well. As a matter of fact, we'll enjoy our 60th wedding anniversary next September, 60 years. We moved down to Meridian, Mississippi for my first duty call. By that time, I had realized I didn't know if I was smart enough or if I had enough money, but somehow I was going to get a college education because the Navy just wasn't suited for me, but I had 4 more years to go. And then I got out of the Navy on my birthday in 1970. I still was ignorant as far as how you apply for college, where do you go to college. I just didn't know. I just didn't know those things. And I was lucky enough to be working for the State Highway Department in Effingham. And I worked with a guy named Roy Burns, who was about my age, but didn't have to go into the military, but he was a fairly recent graduate of Southern Illinois. And I started talking to him, and he said, you really ought to be with a look. So I applied to University of Illinois, and I applied to SIU. SIU wrote me this really nice letter and said, number 1, thanks for your service. Number 2, we would love to have you. Number 3, you need to get down here though, because you have to do things like enroll for classes. I was in. And it was like SIU basically wrapped their arms around me and said, you're in the right place. It's probably the best thing ever happened to me.
I liked SIU, Bill did too. We liked the area. We felt at home there. I mean, we had lots of good friends and lots of good memories. Bill did real well in school. He always has, and I knew that he could do it, so I wasn't shocked that he could be successful in anything he's done.
There was a professor named Julian Lochner, and was actually the first dean of the School of Technology. He was there when they started the construction of Building A of the school. He would gather us around his office and talk to us about the construction of Building A and other construction projects that he had been involved with. It was just a wonderful experience to hear him sharing the practical applications of what we were learning in the classroom. You just got the feeling that he wanted you to succeed. I turned 50 years old. I was working for a guy that I didn't get along with, and his name was on the door. That wasn't going to work much longer. We were sitting around, the 3 of us one evening, and I said, what do you think if I just quit my job and hung up my own shingle with the goal of being, let's not miss any meetings?
It was exciting, I thought, and Bill worked really, really long hours. We just wanted to be in charge of our own lives, and we were.
The one thing I wanted to do was work for people that I wanted to work for. I wanted to be their engineer, and I wanted to be part of the communities that I worked for. We've been talking about doing different things with some of our folks. You start reflecting on things. So what was really important in your life to let you get to where you're at today, to be in the position where you might be able to do something for somebody else? And for me, the obvious answer was SIU. We had the resources, and it was time to give back where we were.
If we would have had somebody like that to help us at the time, maybe we wouldn't even have to go into the service. If we can help somebody that was kind of in the same position we were in, then that's what we wanted to do.
First generation students face challenges that traditional students can't even imagine. They're at the imposter syndrome, where a lot of first generation students don't think they belong at a university. And so while our focus is on first generation students, however the university wants to define that, that's what I felt like I wanted to support. Hopefully we can continue to do that, just provide just a small pat on the back and say, hang in there, you can do this.